Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the Guild Chat, a podcast where we discuss World of Warcraft, any changes, updates, or stories we have. I'm your host, Moisty, and with me, the man, the myth, the legend, Gucci. Gucci, how the hell you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. You?
Oh, I'm doing good. Feeling good. So with this being the first episode, I figured we should introduce ourselves a little bit. So after the news, we'll get into our history with World of Warcraft. Sound good?
Sounds amazing. Let's do it.
All right, 6 items to discuss today. The first one being, did you do that balloon event, the Spring Balloon Festival?
I had no clue what that was until you said it.
Dude, it was, it sounded cool. Here's the description. Several of Azeroth's characters, some of whom you might recognize, are giving tours of Azeroth in their hot air balloons. You'll enjoy their commentary and interact with other citizens as you take in the scenery. So you know what I did? I thought, ooh, that'll be cool. I ported to Dalaran. I flew over to one of these things, and there was a cute little panda standing there, and if you talk to him, he'd put you on a balloon. So I talked to him, and then he was like, okay, waiting for 2 more players. Apparently, you needed 3 people to hop on this hot air balloon ride. So I've yet to find anybody who did it. So I'm not sure.
So you can't do it by yourself? You have to have 3 people?
Yeah. So,
can you exit at any time, or like what happens if like somebody else exits it?
I have no idea. I've yet to meet or find anybody that did it. So, if you're listening and you did it, let us know if it was cool or not. In other news, Leroy Jenkins' birthday was May 11th, the other day. Did you celebrate that at all?
You know what? I haven't heard much about Leroy Jenkins since, do you remember that dungeon in Kata, I think it was? They re-implemented him in? Like, he had like a little... No, it wasn't Kata. It was, oh, you got him as a follower. It was in... Oh, I know why I can barely remember. It's because it was a really bad expansion.
Oh.
It was Warlords of Draenor.
Right.
Everybody was trapped in their garrison.
I think I remember that. Hey, man, I had a ball in garrison, okay? Ballin'.
Yeah, I did
never
too.
Never had to leave it.
My wife, I went to her garrison, and it looked like Ethiopia.
Oof. It was a little lacking. Yeah. I was prepared for the quarantine back then with my garrison.
Oh,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, they made it easier to get the Jenkins achievement sometime then too.
Yeah, and you got the follower. You got him as like a little companion. I think it was like really good at the start. It went on for too long with like hardly any content, right?
Yeah. I didn't really partake in the content. Just play an arena, do an Ashran, or Asran, as most people called it. Anyway.
Getting sniped by hunters from 100 yards.
Oh, yeah. Good times. Yeah. Jenkins, that video's still funny, but you can kind of tell it was scripted. But I'm gonna give it a break because it's still funny.
Actually, he was in that commercial. Did you see it with like Ronda Rousey and everybody?
No.
Yeah,
what the hell was he selling?
No, dude, World of Warcraft classic commercial. You never saw it? Oh. They're like in the pub and stuff. I think Ronda Rousey.
I did see that.
Like, I think I'm pronouncing her name right. I think she like body slammed him or something.
Oh god. And note to self: after the podcast, watch the trailer. Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
So, Gooch, have you heard of this Summer of Games Fest?
The Summer of Games Fest? What is this?
It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with WoW yet or Blizzard. But, so E3, because of the coronavirus, was canceled, and a lot of these gaming events were canceled. So, somebody, I forget his name, started this Summer of Games Fest, where all the companies can come all summer long. It's basically like a calendar where they select a date and they can announce stuff.
Oh, promote their game.
Yes.
Okay.
But it goes on all summer long rather than everybody crammed in at E3 trying to announce on top of each other in the same weekend. You know?
Oh, where's this located at?
It's just a website right now. And everybody kind of streams on their own platform. But the Summer of Games is just like a title and a calendar that all the companies use. So be on the lookout for
like
Blizzard.
A civic center.
Yeah, it's not a place. So everyone still live streams from however they want. Like Blizzard could live stream however they want. But if they do it during the Summer of Games Fest, they can select like a date where they announce stuff where no one else is announcing stuff. People are calling it a glorified Google Calendar.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so we're on the lookout to see if Blizzard will select a date to announce anything there.
Maybe some Diablo 4.
Yes. Ooh. Okay. Next thing to talk about is there was a lot of changes with corruption. So,
thank God, huh?
Yeah. So there is a corruption vendor now where if you complete your assaults, you can go to the corruption vendor, and I think it changes. Does it change every day or every week where there's new corruption items you can buy? Do you know how that works?
Okay, so from my understanding, I could be wrong, but every time the assault changes, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll change. Like it'll be like new stuff in the vendor.
Makes a lot of sense.
So like it'll change twice a week.
So, did you hear that a lot of people were upset that they were using the what's the currency to buy that stuff?
The echoes.
Yes, the echoes, because your main wasn't getting echoes.
Dude, I was one of those people actually. My warrior did not have any echoes.
So do you feel behind it all, or I mean, they increased how many you get, so
I mean, being that it's my main, I don't feel that behind, right? Because I already had like the stuff that I needed. Now
that's
it's
true.
just getting it on more optimal pieces, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Most people might not have needed. It's the character they've been playing.
Unless you're my wife, she's super unlucky.
Yeah, because she.
And we try not to speak about it.
No,
don't say that.
She doesn't know yet. Keep her in the dark. Yeah. Speaking of in the dark, my wand doesn't work, Gucci. It does damage, but when I right click on someone, my character just stands there awkwardly, and the numbers are still coming up. So there's no wand animation, and I'm not sure what's going on.
That is weird. I remember Zaryu in one of his streams where like he was like doing like this stutter step stuff because I think he had like start attack like in his macros or something like that, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it's for totem stopping, like so he can just like dagger it or just slap it with his staff. Like I don't know why he has that as a mage, but I think it had something to do with that.
Yeah, I picked the wand out of my PvP weapon options because I wanted to see if I could, wand some totems or maybe a tentacle that spawns, see if it would kill it. But there was no animation. It was weird. Something's going on.
Does it not attack fast either? Or does it like have like ramp up, take any time?
I think the damage is working properly. There's just your character just stands there awkwardly. There's no animation.
What if
so it's hard to tell. What if it what?
Are you an orc or an undead?
I am an orc.
Hey, what if it's just an orc that has that issue?
We'll have to test it out. We'll have to test it out in PvP. Segue to there's a PvP tournament going on for BlizzCon.
Oh, really?
I was watching the EU one today. Kind of weird stuff going on. Boomkin sitting in bear form and a lot of melee cleaves. It's not really that exciting, but I'm still gonna stay tuned.
Was Gushing Wind already nerfed on that tourney or no?
I'm not sure.
I don't know if they like changed anything like beforehand on the tourney.
We'll figure that out. And next episode, I think will be our PvP episode. We'll discuss what happened in the tournament and our thoughts on the state of PvP, I think.
Okay, yeah.
All right, that's all 6 items I had to talk about news-wise. So, Gucci. Question.
Go for it.
When did you start playing WoW?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I started playing WoW like the day this game came out. Actually,
Ooh,
I had a friend get me, it was either in the beta or an alpha. Somebody got me into it. I got to play like a little bit like before the game was like polished and finished, right? Before it was like
damn.
out. And I think it was like actually the first game I ever got to play like a beta or an alpha, like on anything. So it was like really weird. And you know how like you don't want to like play through a game twice?
Yeah.
I didn't spend too much time on it. I just knew I wanted to play this game when it came out.
Hell yeah.
I do know Torrens had different racials. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I think they got on all 4 legs, and they were actually like
What?
more like the Worgen one. Yeah,
Oh.
there were a lot of people falling through the game too.
I bet. Shit, you still do that now, sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm notorious for breaking dungeons.
Okay. So I had no clue this game existed for a long time. And then I saw a South Park episode where this dude, they're all playing World of Warcraft. It was hilarious. I'm sure everyone's seen the episode. And I was watching this fat dude with zits just playing a human mage, running around, destroying people. And I thought it was hilarious. And I thought, I want to be that guy. So I got my shitty laptop, got my mom to pay for the game, and I was off to the races. And then I found out that a lot of my friends were playing just secretly, like they were embarrassed or something to be playing. Like nobody wanted to.
Those closet WoW nerds.
Yes, those were all my friends. They all came out of the woodwork. Yeah, I just walked and was like, dude, guys, I found this game. It's on, I'm playing it on my laptop, not my Xbox. It's different. It's called World of Warcraft. And they were all like, oh, yeah, I'm playing that. What level are you? And I'm like, oh, like 8. And they were like, what? Noob. And they showed me the way. Yeah,
but they put you on the wrong server, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, I was on Blade Fist.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of that server.
Well, it was bumping back in the day. Huge.
I mean, so it was TL, but look at it now.
Yeah. All right, so Thunderlord, you built like the best guild. So when did you decide? If people don't know, Gucci is our guild leader. And I'm curious, when did you decide that you wanted to start a guild?
Oh, it was more like a joint effort thing, right? Like it was multiple people wanted to start their own guild, and like the ideal was like I wasn't so much going to be a GM, I was going to be a co-GM at first, and it happened like right at the end of Wrath. So it was like me and a couple other people, and then somehow I ended up being the GM permanently. And I think it came down to like we just didn't like how other guilds were ran. You know, like a lot of things seemed unfair. It seemed like they never really gave people like a shot, and I wanted to change all that.
Yeah, I remember so me through going through Burning Crusade, I never really got into any of the raids. When Wrath of the Lich King came out, I was ready. I knew what I was doing finally, and I was doing Naxxramas, and it was kind of cancerous. Like I just didn't find a good group. I was playing with my friends. It was hard to get all the friends in. And then I think it was my friend Deez met you, and you had the guild, and it was just awesome. I had never joined something that was like organized. I could just be as dumb as I wanted. You guys had it all under control. It was amazing. You guys had all the professions. Everyone was so helpful. I learned a lot. I didn't have to go to some website to figure out the boss fight. You guys would explain it all. You guys had a great Mumble server going. Yeah, it was I'd never joined anything, and everyone was friendly. I thought it was awesome, and that's kind of when my addiction started, because the game was fun, but I was still playing Call of Duty and other things. But once I like joined a community like what you created, it kind of really made this game awesome. That's probably why I still come back, because there's no other game kind of like that has like anything like our guild.
Yeah, I mean, it's all a bunch of just like-minded players that just enjoy playing with each other.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't done much. If you really think about it, it's just the community itself keeps it alive.
Yeah. Man, but we gotta give you some credit. I mean, what kind of work did you have to do to prepare everybody for everything? Like raids or whatever? Was there a lot of tasks?
I'm weird though. Like I don't mind doing it. Some people will think like, yo, you're wasting time, right? But I made sure everybody got their 15s. If they're rating and they needed a 15, if they didn't get one, it's because they really didn't reach out to me or they just weren't online. Otherwise, I'd hunt you down. You know?
Yeah, you're very
So
helpful.
like stuff like that, running dungeons, just gearing people. If they were lacking, maybe setting them aside and giving them like some information that they can like help them out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I think the biggest thing was people really liked the fact that if one person got ganked in this guild, all they had to do was put it out in guild chat and the whole guild was coming.
That's true. You bring up another point. You did not mess with our guild, and it was kind of known after a little bit. Like if I got ganked, I would say something in guild chat. Everybody would drop everything and help me. We would gank that person until they gave up. And then we would go to Stormwind and destroy Stormwind for hours until they learn their lesson.
I don't know if I remember, I could be wrong. There could be one other guild higher than us, but I'm pretty sure all through Kata, we were Kata, Wrath, we were like the top PvP guild on Vindication.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Remember when we used to use Arena Junkies?
Yes.
Yeah, they had the guild listed at the top for Vindication.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even know. But I could see
really
it.
Proud about that.
I mean, anybody who was into PvP wanted to be into our guild because we had it going on.
Yeah, well, at least on our server. I'd say other servers were like, I mean, think about it, BG9 was insane. I played on BG9 for a little bit before I came over to TL.
Yeah. Yep. Do you remember who was it? Was it Skill Capped maybe that put out a challenge to record who could destroy the other faction's city the most?
Well, they wanted us to hold the gates of Stormwind, right? And instead of holding the gates, we just went in there, RP walk, took over their auction house to where people were begging for us to let them like use their auction house.
Yeah, it was like all day. It was all day. Yeah. That was awesome. It's still on YouTube.
That video is still live on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll link it in the description of the video if I can find it.
Yeah, it's just Holtzman screaming parkour.
Oh yeah, parkouring across the rooftops, and then we got bored because people stopped rezzing. They were just accepting their death for a while, and then Holtzman just casually suggested, "Now we're in the trade district," and he's just like, "Guys, let's RP walk to the Dwarven district." And we all did. We just hopped down on the ground, RP walked, and just slowly walked all the way to the Dwarven district, and then we destroyed that area too. We covered every corner of that city in death and destruction. Great. And then they reorganized after a lot of people had left. There was only like 10 of us left in the group when there was like 30, I think, maybe. They had formed like a full 40-man raid group, and they came to Orgrimmar, and the 10 of us came together, and somehow we killed all of them. We wiped them once, and they gave up.
Oh, we had an amazing plan.
Yeah.
You don't remember the plan?
Oh, the plan. Yeah, it was, what was the term? It was Starfall, Recklessness, Bladestorm, Earthquake, but there was a term. Do you remember the term?
It was a Moonkin Haste that was in the guild. He was calling it something. Wreck
Star Storm Cleave or something like that. Yeah, he would just yell it out. And then everybody would do it at the same time.
We had like 3 warriors, 4 moonkins. Everything was dying before it could even get through the gates. It is.
Oh, good times. Good times. World PvP isn't quite the same anymore. I feel like it's still a thing. Like, I like war mode. How do you feel about war mode?
I think war mode's great, honestly, because then like people can't cry about getting ganked, and the ones that do just should turn. Because you still get that occasional whisper about like how bad you are, even though you like beat the person, but it doesn't make any sense. I don't know why people feel the need to like get the last like word in a video game.
Well, because their butt hurts, Gucci, and they need to, do something. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't have. I think Blizzard's trying to force world PvP by having all these dailies in the same spot, and
I think gear is too impactful to indicate any sort of skill right now.
That's true.
I mean, like look at like what's that one corruption? The wounds, the gushing wounds, where people are like stacking it 6 times and it's doing like more damage than I could ever do, like pushing all my keys right because I don't have it. And it's just passively doing more than me. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. And trinkets are out of control too. I'm like trying to get a trinket on my guy. It's just like luck of the draw, really. Yeah, there's a difference between when I get ganked and it's like a fun long fight, and like if I got to put up a good fight and he still kills me, I don't feel too bad. But sometimes I like rogue opens on me, the floor turns blue, spikes come out of the ground, tentacles start zapping me, and I just die in a cheap shot. And I'm like, what? I didn't recognize any of these spells. What the hell's going on? And that's that's not fun. That's not fun.
No, I don't like dying to passives.
Yeah,
like, it's not rewarding. I don't know how people can enjoy doing it, but teach their own.
I mean, it would be nice if I had all these tentacles, but
it's always nice not being on the receiving end and being on the give.
All right, Gooch. So what would you consider your greatest achievement in WoW so far?
Ooh. I mean, there was a Hero of the Horde group that we did, right?
I'm rocking the title.
Yeah. We had the Hero of the Horde, High Warlord. I had old High Warlord, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a hard one, dude, because there's been like other things that I considered to be like way harder.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think High Warlord was all that hard. I just had to stay up for countless nights and no life.
Yeah, RBGs. I love RBGs, but
Our group was a powerhouse, man. Like I can't even really count like RBGs being hard either.
Yeah. So what about Arena?
Maybe Flawless Victor, even though they took it away from us. I think that was pretty hard.
What was that? Was that 10 wins?
Above 2,200, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
In a row.
Big deal. Yeah. Man. All right. So for me, it would probably have to be, well, I qualified for BlizzCon, so that was pretty fun. It's kind of a crazy long story. I think I'll save it for another episode. But that was fun. Got last place, but I got to go to New York. They paid for everything. That was pretty cool. Me and my boy Soup Teas and resto shaman named Zandorzy, who has not logged in since we lost in New York. said goodbye in New York and didn't know that was gonna be the last goodbye,
No walk of shame for him. He's just gonna check out right then and there.
Yeah. Not sure what happened. But that's pretty cool. I've been 2,800 in Arena. That was pretty exciting.
Yeah, you've been higher than me then.
I've played Affliction and Demonology very high. Yeah, I've also been 2,500 on a shaman, is Resto, is Ellie. I've been around the block with Arena. Raiding. I don't have a lot of experience raiding. I want to get into it. I have a very good Raider IO. Gucci,
We'll fix that.
What is your IO at?
I'm getting close to 2,500 right now, which isn't really that high. Now that I see, like, I checked, like, I thought I was doing okay, but I've been lazy. And for the past couple of weeks, I haven't really been doing anything to progress it. So, like, for a while then, they're like 2,400 was like pretty high. And then, like, I'm looking and there's people at 5K now. I thought like 3K
What
was
the
like the
heck?
max. Yeah, people are already at 5K. And I think it has to do with, like, just people are getting the right corruption now, right?
Damn. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I haven't seen anybody higher than you. So. Crazy. Well, I don't get in
I
those
don't know.
groups, I guess. So.
There's plenty, I promise.
Yeah. Oh man. All right.
I would be considered like maybe rival from an arena standpoint right now in terms of M plus.
Okay. All right. Hey, that's nothing to be ashamed about. I thought that was pretty high. All right. What's the highest key you've done?
Oh, the highest key I've attempted is 20. Yeah, the healer wasn't that high of an eye level either. He's only like 460. He was like super fresh, but he's a really good player. I don't know how he got his key up that high, honestly, with that kind of gear. But it went well until like people had to do mechanics, and then
That's asking a lot, dude.
God forbid that they have to do mechanics, right?
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. They got all these damages to do.
Well, there's a lot of dungeons where there's really not that many mechanics that they really have to do. You know what I mean?
Those are the ones I'm good
like
at.
you get to that boss in the underrot, right? That drops the mushrooms. And you got to make sure that you get all the mushrooms up on top, and they weren't doing that. So
yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it's a hard time.
All right, have you completed the raid? Nizal?
Yeah, we did that. We pugged it, me and Chrissy. Okay. Actually, the guild came with us, so it was like a half pug. I just didn't want to lead it. We got somebody else to.
I don't blame you. Leading seems difficult. So is this on Mythic?
No, it was only on Heroic. Okay. We got the AOTC.
Cool. How difficult is Mythic?
I don't think difficult or like it's that difficult because you got to think about it. Like our weekly chest is basically Mythic gear, right? So and there's people that did the content with like way less than what we have now, and they were able to complete it. And I mean that's like 20 eye levels difference, maybe 25. I don't know. I have to check.
Okay.
Maybe somebody knows like what the average eye level of the first guild was. It Limit? I think Limit was. They beat Method.
Ooh, that's impressive.
Yeah, I was pretty happy to hear that.
Doesn't Method because it seems invited?
Like everybody's under a Method tab nowadays. Like, why can't Method just have like, some competition instead of just grabbing everybody?
Oh yeah, for sure. Doesn't Method get invited to like Blizzard? Like they test out the raid and stuff. Like they get to see it beforehand. I think I heard.
No, I thought that was another guild that did that. Was that Insidious or something like that? I can't remember what guild it was. It's like one of the older raiding guilds, like back from Wrath, maybe. Gets paid.
All right. Just a rumor, not confirming anything. No, I hear things. You
think if that is the case, that's a pretty unfair advantage, right?
That's what I thought. I heard, but oh well. Rumors. Don't need to. Much.
Stir the pot.
Yeah. Are there any other big achievements you could think of? Your WoW career history?
I mean, Arena Master. I mean, that was. I don't know if that was all that hard. I played an ARP Hunter and got that, so.
ARP Hunter.
Yeah, the armor pen.
Oh, armor pen. Forgot armor pen was in the game.
Oh yeah, dude,
I used to get hit so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like almost global anybody.
Yeah. Man.
Wrath of the Global King, dude.
Good times. Good times. Dude. Globaling people. Did you ever do level 70 twinking or any twinking at all?
No, I really didn't. Oh. And I think it's because I just never had time. Because like you gotta remember back in Wrath, I probably played almost every class available over 2K, so I was constantly like getting my arena cap.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have a big altaholic problem too.
Me and Monkey, we went hard on alts.
That's the way to do it, man. But it's hard this expansion. I mean, you're never done gearing, so it's hard.
Yeah, you have endless chores. It feels like.
Yeah,
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, it's not fun. I hope next expansion we can get a character, gear him up all the way, and be done with it, and then play whatever we want.
Or just do templates, right? Templates would be fine.
Did you like the templates from Legion expansion?
Yeah, I could just go in on any character really, and I felt, like yeah, you did get like a little bit of a gear advantage because of like eye level and stuff, but it wasn't like so impactful to where like somebody that's really bad at the game could just one shot you, because they outgear you.
Yeah, see that. I didn't really play Legion very much. I gave it a shot at first, but I didn't like how they changed Affliction, and I didn't have as much haste as I wanted. And with the templates, I couldn't really get any more, so I gave up, and I moved on for a while. I mean, I'm back now, but
I'd imagine that it'd be pretty bad as a warlock with Walking Dead and Turbo being a pretty big thing back then,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But I missed out on a lot of cool transmog, so that's shitty.
Yeah, dude, they did remakes of what was it? Like, you remember the Vengeful gear?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they redid those, and like the raid had it, and along with like the arena, and they're like recolored, touched up, and they look really.
Yeah, so Warlock, I saw they had a white version of the gear where the wings pop out. Oh, it was sexy, Gucci. It was sexy, but I think it was the elite set. So rest in peace. Can't get
those wings only pop out if you jump, right?
Yeah,
from the helm.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty cool. The white one. Well, I've never seen anybody with it. I don't know. It's super cool.
Rest in peace. Know in Shadowlands we're gonna get like some wing transmogs, right? As cloaks, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from what are they called? Covenants? Is it called Covenant?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. It looks like we're gonna get to pick a different ones. Yeah.
Like the druid like looking theme place is like got like fairy wings and stuff, and I mean there's different types like vampire looking wings. What was the other one? Kind of looked like something like a Valkyrie would have,
Yeah. So I haven't been keeping up with Shadowlands updates because it changes so much. I'm kind of waiting until we get a little closer to really deep dive into everything.
Well, you know about the solo play in it, right?
Yeah, like there's like a
tower for gearing.
Yeah, what is it called? Terragast or something like that.
Yeah, and that looks like it's going to be really interesting because you can just keep going higher and higher. I hope they don't lock it behind like some currency. Like you can just keep doing.
Yeah, like visions. I'm not a big fan of vision. I don't know. How do you feel about visions?
I think they're stupid. Well, I take that back. I think it's a great concept, but take away the currency. Like, don't make us farm the currency. Like, just give it to us, like, as a daily. Like, we log in, and we just get one, right? Kind of like, how you do, like, Jeeves? Like, you log in, you just get the little present from Jeeves. Like the that. Bot. Do that. Yeah. Because, like, people that want to play their alts don't want to do all these chores, right?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Once you get to a certain extent on your main, like, don't make us do all these chores on our alt.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Yeah. So, like, maybe Terragast will be kind of the same idea as Visions, but you don't need a currency, hopefully, and it just keeps going, and the further you go, the better loot you get, or the higher you push some legendaries item level, something like that, rather than the way Visions does it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I could be down for that, and if I could do it whenever I want, that would be
and I
nice.
hope they balance it around like classes too. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sure hunters are going to be insane for it because I mean, their solo capabilities as like BMs out of this world. Yeah, tanks would be doing good. Like any tank that can like self-heal and pump out damage, they'll be doing good as well.
Yeah, it looks like they're messing around with timers or something because people are like who have bloodlust. They're like killing one floor or boss, and then they wait 10 minutes for bloodlust to come back.
Yeah,
and they
I
keep
would
going.
too. Sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, really no life it like really hardcore. Yeah,
I
so
mean,
it
they
looks like
have to put a timer in, otherwise people will just like kite things forever, right?
yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want it to. I'd like if I could explore it too, and not be rushed. So I don't know. Like if I could go do a couple floors and then I don't know, go have
Maybe for
dinner.
better loot, like once you get to a certain difficulty, the timer kicks in, right? That way
Yeah,
you can
yeah, I could be behind that. And then once
give
I
it.
get to that floor, I know, hey, we're in it to win it now.
All right, make it a little bit easier for that casual player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's me.
I mean, I think
For
we're
now.
all kind of casual nowadays.
Yeah, I'm getting old. I got a job. I got to deliver boxes. I ain't got time to do all these every day. I don't do everything on my character because I don't have time to go do all the dailies and then
Oh, you
go
got
to
to make funny
division.
TikTok videos of you like delivering boxes.
Yeah, I got other content to put out. Blizzard. All right, I can't be doing all these tasks.
By the way, everybody should check out Moisty on TikTok. His shit's
Ooh.
hilarious.
Yeah, I am the FedEx guy on TikTok. With there's an extra Y at the end. The FedEx guy, extra Y. But don't tell FedEx. I don't want to get in trouble.
Dude, I saw that one that you did with Carol Baskin.
Oh yeah, these people. These people put up signs on their front door, which I guess a lot of people were doing it. But I just walk up and there's a sign. Did Carol Baskin kill her husband? Out of like craft paper taped to their front door. And to the left is yes. And to the right is no. And they want us delivery guys to put the box next to our answer. So, of course, I whip out my phone and put the box next to yes. And it went right to TikTok.
That one was awesome. That was really.
Yeah, my video, I got another video on there where I make a box for it. And I made the box for it because it was raining and I wanted to kill some time while it was pouring down rain. I didn't want to be running around in the rain. So I built this giant box for it in front of this lady's front door, and her name was Karen. So the rain stops and I leave and I film the box for it and I'm like, enjoy your boxes, Karen. And, I drive off. I thought it was kind of funny, and I put it on TikTok and I'm at like 1.2 million views and climbing. It's crazy.
I will tell you, it's like one of my favorite things to do. Like the second I wake up, I got to check my phone and see what you put.
Yeah.
It's like my little morning routine. I used to never look at like social media.
Oh yeah, I've converted you.
Yes. You have converted me.
I'm gonna turn you into a Zoomer.
Oh god, yep. I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's like a boomer, but a little younger.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Age group.
Yeah, I was like, what are we blowing up? We need boom.
No, we don't condone exploding things on this podcast, Gooch. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So TikTok, the FedEx guy, extra Y, if you're interested in random shit I do at work. I don't work for FedEx technically. All right. So I don't represent FedEx, even though my name is the FedEx guy. Put that out there. Yeah. Well, all right, Gooch. I think this is a good first episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
We're off to a good start. I hope we can put one out every week. And I hope there's more news to talk about. I think next.
Honestly, I think we can come up with endless things to talk about.
Yeah, we got a lot of stories too that we need to dive into. Yeah, good times. Yeah. So I hope with this podcast we'll talk about the news and we'll share some stories. We'll have a good time. Yeah. And with every episode, if you're watching on YouTube, we would like to record different interesting spots in the world here in World of Warcraft. So like now we're watching these monkeys dance. Shit, what is this dungeon called? The brewery, Storm Stout Brewery.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah, we're watching the monkeys dance. So if you got any other interesting place that we could go check out to record, I mean, we know the Pleasure Palace.
I have this grotto that we should go to. Let's see if anybody can guess where we're.
Ooh.
If they can,
Yeah, okay.
Tell us in the comments where it is.
All right, yeah. You know where the grotto is. Let us know. Yeah. So, also, if you leave a comment or a review, we're going to pick out our favorite comment / review and read it on the podcast and react to it. So, if you want to be featured on the podcast, please leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps us get out there. Gooch, do you have anything anything you want to promote yourself? Where can they find you?
Oh, they can find me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Gucci.
Twitch.tv/Gucci. Yeah. I am Moisty. I'm twitch.tv/SoMoisty. If you want to find me live, I'll probably be streaming some World of Warcraft, maybe some other games. If you have any suggestions or comments and you're listening, not on YouTube, you can email us at guildchatpod@gmail.com. guildchatpod@gmail.com. I want to thank everybody for listening. Episode 1 under the books. Gooch, anything else you want to say?
That is it, man.
All right, you guys rock. We'll see you next week.